Good morning, Brother Jones here from Bryant Pond Baptist Church. Saturday, January 14th, 2023. We had a great men's breakfast this morning. It was a real blessing to get together with the men. And we had a good group. We had some good food, some good fellowship. It's good to gather together with friends, really family, church family. We talked about William Screven. A name from our Baptist history. If you're in Maine and you're a Baptist, you should know the name William Screven. He planted a church. He helped establish a church in Kittery, Maine in 1682. This was a time in America when we did not have the religious liberty that we have now. So therefore, they were often harassed by the authorities for not attending the regular services, the standing order, I believe the Congregational Church in the state of Massachusetts at that time, of which Maine was a part. We don't like to claim that now, but at one point Maine was a part of Massachusetts. They established that church there in Kittery and continued to face persecution from the authorities to the point where that entire group packed up and left and sailed to Charleston, South Carolina, somewhere around 1684. There was no more Baptist churches in Maine. That was the only one. And it wouldn't be until the year 1767 that the Baptists came back to the state of Maine, still then a part of Massachusetts. It would be Pastor Hezekiah Smith that would be the one God would use to establish that church. He came here to Maine preaching and established a church in Berwick, and the faith was his strength of those in the area. What a compelling story it is, because once the Baptist, Screven and the Baptist church there in Kittery moved out of Maine, Maine was without any Baptist preaching, really, any established churches until 1767, 80 years or so. And it would be Hezekiah Smith that brought that brought preaching back to Maine. And who sent Hezekiah Smith up? He was ordained at the First Baptist Church of Charleston, South Carolina, the very assembly of believers many years later, of course. But that same group of believers that came from Maine to establish the First Baptist Church in the South, God did not forget the state of Maine. He sent somebody. It just took 80 years. And my challenge to the men was this, that we ought to be people of courage like that group. We ought to be people of conviction like that group, and people of commitment to the Lord, so committed that they would leave everything they had to simply follow what the Lord wanted them to do. They left everything and went to nothing. They didn't know what was on the other end there. They just, in faith, stepped out. What a lesson that is for us today. Hey, I want to invite you to church tomorrow. We're assembling at 9:15. Brother Ralph Jones is going to be teaching Sunday school for us. We're going to have our 10:30 service, and then again our 1 o'clock service. And if you don't have a church home, we'd love to see it. We have a great group of believers. Believe me, you will enjoy it. Have a great day, everybody. God bless.